Hey guys, okay, so this is the second part, and I think this lighting is a lot better than it was on the other side, so I'm going to do it here. So basically the next part is what to do next. I have a business plan, now what do I do? Well, you have to kind of figure out, you know, how to create a minimum viable product or something that will kind of test out your assumptions. And this sounds so lean startup-y. But you have to kind of create something so that you can like figure out like how to move the product forward. So you have to create something that is usable enough so that it like is the most important thing about your product, and see if that works. Because if that doesn't work, or if nobody uses it, then maybe that's not the right idea. Because why would you create something that, it's kind of like, how do I put it? Like when Facebook started, it wasn't like all fancy with all the messages and chats and things like that. It was just basically, I remember when I got it, it was just like you have a profile and then you can like stalk other people's profiles. That was it. There wasn't a homepage or a status update or anything. Was there a status update? I don't remember if there's a status update. Anyways, yeah, that's basically like kind of a minimum viable product for Facebook. So like, obviously because Facebook was so successful, they added so many more features and improved it, but if nobody used it, then they're not going to spend millions of dollars improving it. So basically that's kind of the premise of it. So you have to figure out how you're going to get your minimal viable product created. I think for Perfect Beauty it's a little different because it is really based on the community aspect of Perfect Beauty, and that's why I started really honing in on my YouTube channel, so I could create a brand and a presence on the internet and bring that over to my website. And I can't just create like, and also I can't just like find anything, and also so that's really important. So I started making a lot of YouTube videos, and you can kind of see all the videos I made on my other channel, but I mean thousands upon thousands of hours. Like I spend so much time on it. I don't watch TV, I don't do anything normal that people do, I just make YouTube videos. That's kind of lame, but you kind of have to do what you have to do. And I started doing that so I could build a user base and a subscriber base, so I would have some credibility before even having a product. So I kind of figured out what my MVP would be, and when you're kind of doing that and thinking what you should build, you should also be thinking about your team. Meaning, are you going to have co-founders, or, you know, if you're a business person, you're going to need a tech person, vice versa. So what I did was I went to a hackathon, or like a startup weekend, and it was a great experience. I met some people, and then I got my friend to invite some people to work on the product with me. But the thing you have to realize is the people you bring on your team is going to be so important. It is the most crucial decision I think you'll make in the beginning stages of a startup. I mean, I don't know, because I'm not like, you know, big, but this is from my opinion. I think it's really important. The thing I think people don't realize is finding a startup co-founder or a startup partner is like marrying someone. And for many times you don't just go on one date with someone and marry them. You know, it's a relationship you have for a couple of years, you get engaged, and then you marry them. So it's really important that you find the right person to work with. I can't emphasize that enough. You first have to be able to communicate with them, to trust them, to be able to deal with all their annoyances, and, you know, just be able to like just work really well with them. And unfortunately the first, you know, few people I worked with, it didn't work out, and it's not because there's anything wrong with them or wrong with me, it's just it didn't work out, you know, just like in a relationship. So it took me a long time to find like the perfect Mr. Right kind of guy or gal. I did, but that was months later. So what did I do? I didn't really have a product, or I didn't have anyone who could build it for me. I'm not tech. I didn't even know how to do it. I started learning how to program, and then I realized that that time could actually be spent making YouTube videos so I can build my audience, because it's definitely an opportunity cost if you have to learn how to code. If you have to learn how to code and someone else has to, if you have to learn how to code, but you could be doing other stuff that you're probably better at. That's what I'm saying. But I did learn a little bit, and then I basically hired someone to create a proof of concept site. This was really down the line. This was really far down the line, and you know, I spent my own money on it, a few $1,000s, and had him build the site. And like, it wasn't the best site. I mean, for that much you can't have like a great site, but it was enough to see that people would actually use it, and that's all the validation I needed. I needed to see people using it, and I see people writing on it, and I knew that people were addicted to it or they liked it. So that's kind of where I got my confidence to pursue it. My YouTube channel started growing. I can do a video on how to grow your YouTube channel or any kind of marketing strategies with that, because honestly, having this YouTube channel, growing it from 0 to, what is it, almost 17,000 subscribers with 2.2 million views, I've learned so much about marketing, about branding, about content creation. I've learned so much, so I can do a video on that. But ultimately, the goal of my YouTube channel is to drive that community onto my website. You know, I'm not doing it to be a YouTube celebrity, but it's fun making YouTube videos too. I mean, I've learned a lot, but it also takes a lot of work. And so, you know, customer acquisition is really difficult. I never realized how hard it is even to get 1 subscriber, especially in the early phases when you get up to 1,000 or 100 subscribers. You're like, I remember like I would keep refreshing the page and be like, come on, one more, and it just doesn't work. And you know, you'd wake up in the morning and be so happy you got 1 extra subscriber, and now it's like every hour I go check my YouTube channel and get 10 more subscribers or something like that. But it's great. It's like the bigger you are, the easier it is for you to grow. It's kind of like the rich just keep getting richer, right? So I'll do another video on that. But yeah, I created a proof of concept site on WordPress, tested it out, thought it was good, and went forward with my product. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.